guess you could
I'll
build up
start.
to the point, right? Yeah.
Okay. So, because I was the one that brought everything up in the first place, basically. I was the one that found shit out. So, people of Brenna, they were the first people I met, other than this man named Tyrone, who told me about this place called Brenna. I ended up splitting off with Tyrone and coming to Brenna.
I know Tyrone.
Yep.
Tyrone's a good man.
That's what I'm saying. And I've heard
Recently
rumors
killed.
about him. What?
Tyrone has been recently killed. If you'd like to take a minute for his departure. I don't want to confirm this, but as last I heard, he was killed by a raider.
When did you? Because
It was either
yesterday,
AN or raiders.
earlier yesterday, when we first got to Colin Brody yesterday, we were talking to someone and they said they saw Tyrone and that he was beaten. Someone beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, yes. He was taken hostage by a member that call themselves Ghosts. I don't know if you've ever heard on the radio, but you've heard a muffled voice. Maybe like almost like a radio changer
Yes.
that promotes lots of propaganda.
Yes. And these ghosts, they wear black
I want
armbands.
you-
Is that what I've heard?
No, the black armbands, I believe, are the Black Cats,
Black
and
cats.
they are sworn enemies of the MF.
Okay.
I believe the they might wear black armbands as well, but the skull people, the ghosts, they wear full black clothing with a black mask, skull on it. That's how you'll be able to tell their faces. Tell them.
Okay.
Or say they stand for the people for Livonia, but all they bring is crime and chaos. It's unbearable.
Yeah. So, I'll get to what I'm kind of upset about. Other than hearing like about Tyrone, that was heartbreaking. But so we're at Brenna. Tyrone showed me Brenna, and they saved my life, gave me food, told me I mentioned Tyrone because I was like, this man named Tyrone found me, and they were like, yeah, he lives here. So I waited for him, and he wasn't around, and then they told me that he might be at the safe zone called Colin Brody. Yeah. So I came here, and that's where I met Zook and a man named Blaze and a man named Matt.
Yes.
And we bonded. We became what is known now as the Brotherhood. And I heard that Tyrone was back home in Brenna. So I traveled alone to Brenna to go see him. And when I arrived to Brenna, I got approached by these three men wearing yellow armbands called the Order. Right? And they seemed they seemed friendly. They said their exact words, I believe, were, "We are here for the people," I believe.
I believe they are very friendly people. I
They seem
came to
very
their
friendly
gates
to
one
me.
time, and we came to
Very
their gates
organized.
in search of food. And yes, very, very organized. And they immediately opened their gates to us and welcomed us in.
Yeah.
Immediately, they brought us into our gates and offered us food and drinks and leather repair kits. But continue your story.
Okay. Yeah. So they seem very friendly to me, right? Seemed good intentions, And they were asking about who I was with, and I was like, just a small group of people. I didn't want to. Oh fuck! It's raining. I hope we don't have to stand out here too long. But so they wanted to find out if I was with the rooftop people of Brenna, and I said no, but I know them, and they're right up here. I'll walk you up there. I walked them up there, and there was supposedly AN there with a meeting with someone from MF. and apparently AN was going to exterminate Brenna. Just for
Are you
being-
talking? Do you speak of the massacre of Brenna?
The
Times
attempt,
when the AN killed innocent civilians?
the attempt of it? Or are you talking about Tex killing a bunch of stupid no, Tex is a stupid motherfucker, pardon my French. As soon as his name came out of my mouth, I had to say stupid motherfucker. But, so Tex,
It's
the
alright,
stupid
it's alright.
motherfucker, he was the one that massacred people at Brenna recently, within the past couple weeks. This is long before
Yes.
that. This
Yeah,
is
this
before
was
Tex
about,
was AN.
6 days ago, right? Or 4 days ago?
I believe so, yeah. This is
Yeah,
way
so,
before
yeah.
that. This is before Tex was even with AN, right? So,
This was the same day the first AN was slaughtered.
the first AN was slaughtered. Yes.
The very day the massacre of Brenna happened, where the AN soldier
No, the first
killed an
day-
innocent civilian
Nope.
in Brenna.
Nope, that's way after. This is way before that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. This was like,
Yes,
Okay.
we
Way
killed
before.
many and way
Yes.
before anyone knew
yeah.
any killing.
I've been a part of this. I've been a part of this land for about 6 days, just so you guys know.
Okay. Well, you're about to hear
crazy
one
as
hell
Would you like to head
of...
into
Yes.
the shelter over here?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll head into this barn here. You're about to hear one hell of a fucking story, man.
Am I?
Oh, look, a shovel. We should probably lock these doors too while we are talking.
Yes. I got you.
Cool. Okay, I'll speak while you lock. So, I was at Order finding, yeah, I was with the Order. We walked up to the, yep, okay. So, we walked up and a man came out and he was like, well, he was saying that we can't come in, we can't come too close because there's some sort of meeting going on between AN and he didn't even know who you guys were yet. So he had no idea who you were yet, right? And he was like, "It's some
Okay.
MF is what I heard." And he said that we just need to get out of here for now. We can come back later, basically. And then the Order were like, well, can we get in on this meeting because we actually would like to meet the AN. And they started talking, and that's when I was not okay with the AN anyway, because they started all this fucking shit. They started the virus in the first place, so I was not
Of
fine with
course,
them.
they infected innocent civilians and blamed us.
That's
for
what I'm
eradicating
saying.
Our friends.
You were trying to free your own friends. That's what I'm
And they
saying.
blame us.
Yeah.
It's our fault. They're selfish. That's
How were
why
you
I
supposed to
joined.
know
That's
they
why I
had
said
some
that I
fucking
had
fucked up
associated.
virus shit? Right. So anyway, we're gonna, and they told us that we can't come close. Blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I'm heading out to go see my friend Tyrone. I'll be back. So I walked up the road. Then I saw Tyrone again since he like showed me where Brenna was. Well, told me where it was in the first place. Then we got like we saw each other again, and he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, well, we can't talk here because there's a bunch of shit going down there. If you're talking about something that's happening there, we need to go away and talk. And he
Yeah,
said, all right. So we walked him and his friend that was living with him out to the woods, and we sat down and talked, and he told me that AN was there and they were mad because Brenna wants to be a friendly people, and they helped you, your people, the MF. You know, they crashed their car and they walked
Wait,
by.
wait, wait, wait. Your mic just broke up for like the past 4 seconds.
Oh, okay. The MF were helped by Brenna.
Okay.
Like, your friends, MF, they crashed their car or something like that and asked Brenna for help, so they helped them. AN caught wind of that, was not happy. Didn't want this neutral place helping the other side. you know, being basically fucking selfish of neutralness, you know. And
Yes.
they were gonna exterminate all the people in Brenna for it if they did not side with AN and man their walls with blueberry bullshit. So Brenna, scared shitless, right? Tyrone telling me about this after I just heard about the meeting with AN being there. So I was like, okay, I kind of already have proof of this. I have pieces of coming together, right? So I brought Tyrone. I told his friend to stay. Didn't trust him yet, but I told Tyrone to come with me. And I introduced him to Zook, Mav, and Blaze. So we went up to our place and I introduced him to him. And Tyrone told them what was happening, and we were very skeptical because because Tyrone honestly wanted us to go in and kill the AN because they were gonna kill Brenna, everybody, Tyrone included. So we were like, I don't necessarily want to go in guns a-blazing because we don't really know exactly what's going on. Let's find out all this information and actually come up with a plan. Like, me and Zook were on the same page, waiting outside.
You're not just an old tripper.
No,
Fucking badass.
I'm a fucking badass genius, dude. I'm just
Holy shit.
Okay. So anyway, what was I? Okay, me and Zook, we on the same page about waiting outside. Like, we didn't want to just jump in and get fucking lit up, you know. We were gonna watch from the outside, and then we told Tyrone that he needs to set us up with a meeting with one of the higher ups in Brenna, someone who is respected there, someone who knows what's going on. And so he sent Tex. He sent Tex up to see us. Tex comes up, starts telling us all this shit, and said that mentioned MF, and that was the first time we actually heard about the MF, like, so we figured, okay, ask him a little bit about these people, and he was like, well, at first we thought they were bandits because a couple of them robbed Tyrone here, and he was like, yeah, I was robbed, and fucking Tyrone, but so he was robbed by some MF that ended up leaving MF. Now, I don't know if they are banished, exiled, well, whatever have you, but they are no longer with MF. So, told us that the MF were actually the good guys and everything, filled us in on how the bits and pieces, and I've just heard bits and pieces from around the world.
Tex told you we were good guys?
Told us that you were the good guys and that AN was planning on fucking, like, killing people, and then he was like, honestly, like, he said something about, like, because I knew AN was there, but then all of a sudden during the fucking conversation we were having, he says that the AN haven't even spoken to him yet. So I was like, no, I wasn't really 100% sure on that, you know. Like, I'm just kind of like picking up on like bits and pieces of like this stuff that's happening, you know. So we end up making a deal with him to protect the people of Brenna. And we took it upon ourselves to make the choice to take the mind of the AN off of Brenna and onto something they don't really know what it is yet. So my brothers went, we already knew where the fuck they were. They were fucking fairly close to where we did runs and shit. So we found them really quickly. They didn't even have walls up yet. So they didn't even have walls up and shit, right? That was the first time we found them. So then we meet Tex and Brenna. He tells us like all this shit, we should defend him. And we just decide we should defend Brenna because the people are good. They saved my life, and they have been friendly to Zook.
Very courteous people. They always have open arms to everyone.
Exactly. And so we decided to do what we did. We lost Mav and Blaze. Keep fucking losing people, man. God damn it. Good people fucking dying over this blueberry fucking bullshit, and it pisses me off.
And
I
God,
feel you,
goddamn it.
brother. I feel you, brother.
I'm so fucking
Just have
mad
to
at
say,
them, man.
damn the gods.
Nah, it was fucking...
Damn you, gods.
God damn it.
Damn you, gods.
I don't think justice prevailed.
No. So they took out 5 AN. Zook, Mav, and Blaze took out 5 AN. And then,
Before their departure?
before their departure, yeah. And I
Well, the fucked
was
up
at
thing about
home
the whole
waiting.
situation.
Yeah, hold on, I'm about to get to that. So I'm at home. I wake up after one hellacious trip, and I missed on the opportunity to be there for my brothers. Right. And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to show up. Right. And then I met Jay. He came up. I thought he was an AN spy, honestly, because he had like the green, like fucking thing on. I don't know. I just, something about him was like, are you AN spy? Like I didn't even know exactly what was going on with the MF yet at that point. So I'm like, are you an MF spy? Who are you? And he ended up being one hell of a man. He helped me build so much shit there. He helped keep me alive, man. And we built up that our whole home. And Jay was sleeping. And I was the only one awake. And I hear a bunch of voices outside. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm listening. And I hear someone say, a familiar voice, kind of say, like, see, there it is. And then I heard someone say, oh wow, you weren't kidding. And then like there was like at least 5 or 6, maybe 7 voices all talking about like my shit. And so I heard one of them say, I'm gonna hop up here. And someone said, no, don't. We don't even know who lives here. Let's just see who's home. Like he was being like he just seemed like he was trying to be in control. Like he might have been their commanding officer, right? That said that. So I'm waiting. I hear them talking about jumping over and shit. So I pull out my gun and I'm like, get the fuck out of here right now. And I hear someone say, well, look who it is. And that was that fucking familiar voice again.
Who was it? Tex?
Yep. So I jump. They're saying you are being initiated on. Yeah, dude. So they told me put my hands up and walk out. So I put my hands up and I walked out and I got on top of the watchtower there, and there are a bunch of fucking pussy ass blueberries all pointing the goddamn guns at me. So they're fucking pointing their guns at me, and I'm just like, I got my hands up. I'm like, how's it going? Like, what are you guys doing here? I'm like, wait, are you the AN? Oh wow, I haven't met you guys yet. You know, just playing fucking stupid. And so, like, I'm just playing out that I'm just this old man that is helpless, and that these 3 men took me in because I knew if they knew I was affiliated with anything that happened, they were gonna fucking kill me and take everything I had. I just knew it. So I played it out that I was just this helpless old man. And the commanding officer, he was like, well, the people you were taken in by, who have helped you, ended up being bad men and shit. And he was like saying that they killed a bunch of his officers and shit. And I was like, oh no, why would they do that? Oh no. And inside I'm like, yeah, I know. I was a fucking part of it, dumbass.
Okay. But the thing he's missing is how we got up to that point. The biggest chunk is the fact that me, Blaze, and Mav went to AN We went to AEN, talked to the guys, you know.
This
They
is why
held us up
they were
the first
missing.
time around when we first met them. Alright, they held us up. And then they eventually, you know, it got to the point where they shot and hospitalized my boys. So after, you know, getting them out of the hospital, 2 nights passed. They want revenge. Of course, I'm gonna back my brothers up. I want revenge for them. So we went back to AEN, and we, you know, scout them out, check them out. It seems pretty, you know, quiet and, you know, just calm. So we approach it, do it tactical, approach them, and then announce, like literally announce as
Oh, you just broke up.
put your weapons down.
Oh, okay. There you go.
We said as loud as we can. We just said hit the floor, put your weapons down, etc., etc. Now
To the AN?
yeah, to all of the AN that we could see, and you know, just a couple seconds pass, no response. You know, they're just chuckling, laughing, whatnot, and then all of a sudden they start shooting at my guys. I'm over across. I'm over across the airstrip, you know, acting as a sniper. And
Correct.
I start hearing the shots. My guys are starting to shout for help. I start running in after taking a couple shots, pop shots, and trying to throw smokes to get their attention towards me. We eventually, you know, take out about like 5 of them in total, just like as they're running around. We just take them all down. I'm talking like we massacred those motherfuckers.
Good stuff, man.
All of a sudden, you know, last guy we're chasing because he opens the gate, runs inside his base, and we chased him down and gunned him down. Last guy. We're all good. We're all set. And then out of nowhere, this motherfucker just wakes up and just pops us all in the head.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yep. And then after that incident,
He has to initiate.
Tell me where the justice is. He didn't say a word. He kills us. We're all hospitalized. And then thereafter, we consult with the gods and pray whatnot. And they basically tell the priests, like, to tell us, like, there's nothing they can do. Then, on top of that, they banish fucking Mav permanently from
Mav.
Livonia.
Yeah.
Mav!
Banished Blaze permanently from Livonia, and then banished me for 7 days, and AM left me out for dead in Cherno. So I just recently came back, and now I'm here for my fucking vengeance.
Well, I swear to you, sir, you can find your vengeance with the Lions, with the MF. I promise you it will be in your best interest. We will always be there watching your back no matter what.
But the most fucked up part about it all was the fact that while willingly and knowingly, like knowing that they had, you know, basically driven us out to Cherno and left us for dead for 7 days, during that time frame they basically went up to Phil over here and basically raided our entire base.
Yep. That is when I was raided, held at gunpoint by at least 7 of the fucking blueberry bitches. I'm sure if my fucking brothers were there, we would have just lit the motherfuckers up right then. End of story, end of war.
That's exactly why they were too afraid to approach us. When we were
I mean, when they were, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They came and just knew that, they knew there was, because Tex knew that it was them 3 and an old man. So they're like, oh, let's just go catch the old man off guard. Little do they know the fucking old man is behind a bunch of shit. Right?
Yeah.
Fucking, oh, man. So they took a Ada.
Blueberry scum.
They took fucking 3 or 4 plate carriers with pouches full of fucking ammo, all kinds of ammo. They took Vega, Tundra, SK, backpacks,
Don't forget the car.
Yeah, I said the Ada. Yeah, they at least let me empty the tools out of it. Yeah, they had fucking 3 of them already, and they're like, oh, well, we don't have a car, and you're only one dude. You want to give us that Ada? And then Tex is like, well, I said, well, I mean, they're mine. And he's like, this is when Tex bumps in, and he's like, I was gonna kill all of these motherfuckers here and take all your shit. That's what we were planning to do.
Wow.
We were planning on coming in and shooting the place up. and taking everything, he said. And I said, fine, if you're gonna take one of the cars, take the Ada. The Ada's hard for me to get in and out of, because I'm an old fucking man.
Yeah, of course.
Meanwhile,
so cruel to do to old man.
Meanwhile, their second in command, Kraus, he was telling me that he was like, he was saying to everybody to stop pillaging, stop taking shit, and they weren't listening, and he was trying, like, I could tell he fucking felt bad, you know? He apologized for my friends, including Zook. He told me that they were all dead. He apologized to me for that. And right after he apologized to me, the man who did it told me he did it. And this was right after that same motherfucker who did it told me to put my guns away. So as soon as he said that, I looked down at my fucking empty holster, looked back at my fucking barrel with my guns in it, and proceeded to fake cry to make it so I could make it another fucking day. Cause I knew if I tried anything, they would have fucking killed me, man. I wanted to shoot that motherfucker. I wanted to shoot that motherfucker. Now he might still be out there for all I fucking know. I never got his name. I can't remember.
You're gonna get your vengeance. Please don't worry.
That's not it. That's not the end of it.
Left me riddled with bullet holes and slashed me all over and just tossed me in the mud. I had to crawl my way out.
These scum.
That's not even the end of it, though. I still haven't gotten to the part where I'm still kind of irritated about what something you guys did. That kind of fucked a bunch of shit up with me.
1 second. Officer Luca, can you hear me? Officer Luca? Let's keep this on.
Alright, well, honestly, I hope they fucking hear this part. So, after I was raided by the AN, and their second in command, Carl Kraus, was very apologetic and very kind to me. He felt sorry about what was happening.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I have orders to meet at the end of the bridge. Would you like to come with me?
Yeah, I would actually like to talk to them about this part.
Yes.
Mind I'm knocking the door.
I believe my officer in command's a rush, but if it's important, then I'm sure he'd love to hear it.
I might have to take a nap here soon, but yeah, I'll tag along for whatever my brother.
Come to the end of the road, meet my commanding officer. He's a good guy as well.
We're going through. Actually, we're not in Colin Brody right now, so guns out, just in case. Just in case.
No, there's a 250 meter
radius. Okay, there's a radius.
Yeah,
Alright.
so
usually, as soon as I walk out that door, I walk with my gun out.
That actually includes the bridge, as well as down to that intersection down there.
Okay, well that makes this conversation a lot more comfortable. Is that them right there?
Right on cue. Let's go, fellas.